Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to tell you which defensive team you need to draft first in fantasy football. Now the answer to this is it doesn't matter who you pick, okay? Drafting a defense in fantasy football is one of the biggest mistakes you can make, and I can prove that over just the past 2 years could just show you that you shouldn't be drafting a defense at all because you're missing out on great players, skilled players like running backs or wide receivers in those late rounds. So do not draft a defense early. So according to Fantasy Football Calculator, if you look at last year, the top 5 teams drafted were first the Buffalo Bills, then you had the LA Rams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the San Francisco 49ers, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you know how many of those teams ended up in the top 5? 2 of them. The highest being number 3 was San Francisco. But even with the Buffalo Bills making it number 5, it's still, depending on your defensive format, they were still only around 20 points more than the 10th overall team. But instead of drafting the Buffalo Bills, there was 2 players that went right after them, with Chris Olave, who ended up being the wide receiver 24, and then Tyler Algier, who ended up being the running back 29. But instead, no, people took the Buffalo Bills instead. It goes to show you that there's still value in those late rounds for skilled positions. Let's go back to 2021. Let's take a look at how that year panned out. And with the Steelers, Rams, Washington, Tampa Bay, and then the Ravens. You know how many of those teams finished in the top 5? 0. You know how many finished in the top 10? 1, with that being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And these are the players you missed out on for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You missed Tony Pollard, who ended up being running back number 25. You missed out on Mike Williams, who ended up being wide receiver 11. And then Sonny Michel, who ended up being running back number 28. And these aren't even like crazy rounds. I mean, these were people that like experts were telling you, hey, draft these guys. They have potential to be, you know, of good value. And then if you went for the LA Rams, right after him was Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle came out of college. He was a big rookie prospect. He was sleeper for some people, or a potential breakout. And people went with, you know, the LA Rams, who I think got like, man, I think they weren't even in the top 20 for that defense that year. It just goes to show, don't draft a defense in fantasy football. Get those skilled players. Listen to the experts on, they say, oh, this person has big potential, or this person has big potential. Take the wide receivers and running backs, and then get your defense in the late rounds. Usually, you should draft your defense probably the second to last round, right before you get your kicker. Your kicker should be your very last pick. So when you draft the defense, it should be the second to last round, kicker, last round. But you guys, that's it for the huddle. If you guys like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next huddle. Ready, break!